I'm Jessica. Welcome to my channel, Alpacas and Stitches. This is a YouTube channel about alpacas, cross stitch, and knitting. August is over. It's been a very busy month. I've got so much to show you. It's been a very hot month as well. Glad it's almost over. I'm ready for cooler temperatures and to wear my hand knits again. So let me show you what's been going on around Frosty Acres. He does this every morning. He sits by the barn and he waits for me to come walk back to him. And then, oh, you're not gonna run this time, you know, because I'm videoing you. Come on, let's go in the house. Come on. And then he'll run up to the house. Usually he starts running before I get to him. I'm coming. So there's Kenai. I'm gonna zoom in on her tummy and see if we can see any baby movement today. It was quite active last night. That's just her breathing. Might see a little elbow in there. Looks like it's kind of sitting right there. The other side. Oh, the pregos even ran out there today. The last few times I let them out in the pasture, they just slowly waddled in. So Monica's a couple weeks behind Kenai gestation-wise, but she's still got a pretty good belly on her. Haven't seen any fetal movement with her. And Nestle's gonna block my view. So there's Monica. Kenai again. The ladies are just enjoying a nice day out in their pasture. Oh, there's a lot of thistle. Yikes. It's a little before 6 on a Saturday morning, and I just love cool mornings like this. Don't you, Jack? Yeah. It's even cool enough that I can wear a sweatshirt. I'm so happy. So I got up early just because I want to get some stuff done outside, and I really hate being out here when it's really hot. So I'm gonna do morning chores, and then I think I'm gonna clean the girls' pen first, because once the sun comes up, even if it's cool outside, it's pretty hot in there. Charlie, are you upset? So this morning, my little Andy's, the little black guy back there, little cutie, he didn't seem to want to eat, and I wasn't sure if there was something wrong with him or if it was just because he was getting bullied by Charlie. Anyways, I checked their eyelids. Andy's is a little pale. They're still pink, but kind of pale. And some of the other boys I checked, and theirs were a little pale too. So I gave them all warmer. And Charlie is in solitary, and he's not very happy about it. But that's what you get for being a bully. So we've talked about some alpaca stuff already. Now it's time for some stitching stuff. So the first thing is finished objects. And as you can see back here, I've got it on my wall. I finished the Platinum Jubilee pattern by the Primitive Hair. It's stitched with the called for DMC and on 18 count gray Aida. And my sister, when she saw it, she walked in my living room, she goes, "That looks like a photograph." I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I was going for. So that made me really happy. I've already been told I'm going to enter that in the county fair next year. The picture or the cross stitch hanging up next to it, sorry, there's a bit of a glare so you can't see it. That is Welcome Pumpkin from Stitching with the Housewives. I finished that last fall and I'm in the mode for fall, so I got all my fall stuff out. The next thing I wanted to talk about is my sweater. And I talked about this a bit last month. This is the Nordic Nights sweater by Jennifer Steingass. And I was so excited about my ribbons, I didn't talk about the modifications that I made. So the pattern called for 10 inches to knit in stockinette from where the sleeve join ends, or from the armpit. And I decided to add an additional 5 inches just because I wanted it a little longer. I don't like short sweaters. I like to wear leggings with them and I like them to come down a little further. And then the other change I made was the sleeves didn't have any ribbing on it. They just kind of belled out, and I didn't like that. I knew I'd be getting it into all kinds of stuff. It also had color work, or supposed to have color work on the sleeve. And the color work was like 40 or 50 rows, and I knew that would just take me so super long. I'd add twice the time to finish these, and so I decided to omit that as well. I'm really happy with the final product. I'm hoping we get some sweater weather coming up soon so I can wear that. Another thing that I finished in August is a pair of mittens, and these are knit from the collaboration I did with my friend Wendy. It's a combination of wool, Leicester wool, and alpaca. And the wool comes from Wendy's sheep Fatima and my alpaca Toffee. And then next I have a start and finish. This is Fall on the Farm, this little piggy chart number 8 from Little House Needleworks. And I changed it just a bit. I used mostly called for DMC, but instead of doing the little pigs, I did alpacas. And what I did was the crias from 2 years ago. So up by the tree here, there is Blackberry and Little Andes, and then Isabel and Nestle, and Kenai and Hershey. And if you saw the short that I posted the other day, you will see that you would have seen that Kenai had her second cria, and his name is Toblerone. We call him Toby. My cousin Calvin named him, and I came home from work on Monday and he was there, and I'm going to show you some footage of him at the end of the video. He's really cute. He's really fun. He was 16.4 pounds when he was born. He's already gained 2 pounds. I'm going to weigh him again later today, and then if he's still doing well, I'm going to change his weigh-ins to weekly. All right, so next up is whips. Let's see, I've been working on this for a couple months. This is my Musselburgh that I am knitting for my brother-in-law Dana, and this is going to be my focus project for September because his birthday is in October. And this is made with Sweet Teas yarn, their sock yarn, and the color is Grey's Anatomy. And then I started a new pair of socks. I have one sock done. I was hoping to finish the second sock before the end of August, but it didn't happen. But here's the one. This is sock yarn from Vita Lifestyles, and this colorway is Mint Chocolate Chip. And then here is the second sock. I'm just about to turn the heel. So I'm gonna work on that this weekend and hopefully get it done. And those socks are for me. And then I've got one cross stitch project. I also started this this month. This is Hallow Eve Haunting, or maybe I had started at the end of last month, by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'm having so much fun stitching this. It's super, there's not a lot of color changes. So you stitch these huge blocks. So I've been, you know, covering as much of that area as I can. And then like when I'm more tired or just want something easy, don't want to have to pay too close of attention, I'll go back and fill it all in. But that is my progress on that. I'm stitching it with the called for DMCs. I'm sorry, with the window behind me, the light's shining right through it. And then this fabric is some 18 count Aida cloth that I dyed doing ice dyeing. And I used the Rit gray and yellow for that. Now my biggest whip. This is the sweater that I am making for my friend's husband. Last month I had showed you, I believe I finished the right side panel, and that's this right here. And I really should have closed the blinds before I started this, but it's a cable pattern. There you can see the cable a little better. And this one I didn't bind off. All right, so back to the sweater. So this one I didn't bind off these stitches. I thought I'd leave them live to see if it was easier to pick up that way, but I think that's gonna leave some holes. So once I do the first fitting, I'm going to go back and redo this part above this line here, this lifeline. And then this month, I worked on the left front panel. And on this one, I did bind off those stitches, and I like the way that looks much better, even though I'm gonna have to pick up those stitches. Sorry about the little noises. My cat just bumped my tripod. But it's coming along quite nicely. I've decided for this project, I want to keep track of how many hours I spend working on it, mostly for my information. And when people have asked me to make sweaters several times, and it's not something that I want to do for a lot of people. In fact, there are very few people that I would knit a sweater for, just because it is time consuming and not everybody appreciates the work that goes into it. So whenever someone would ask me and I didn't want to do it, I would just say, okay, I'll knit you a sweater for $1,000. And they don't ask me again after that. Get out of there. But I'm knitting this, like I said, for my friend Wendy's husband. They raise sheep. And one of the reasons I did for them was because they not only know the work that goes into actually crafting the garment, they know the work that goes into raising the animals. But like I said, I wanted to keep track of the hours so I could say, you know what, this sweater took me this many hours. How much would you pay me to knit that for the next person? And I'm not even halfway done, and I've already put in 108 hours. So, and I've still got to knit the back. I've got to knit the hood. I have to knit the collar. I have to sew up the pockets. I have to seam it together. And I got to put a zipper in it, and I've got to put zippers in the pockets. So there's still a lot of work to do on this, and I've already put in 108 hours. Now don't get me wrong, I am loving this project. It's super fun to knit, but it's a way of educating people who don't understand how much work it goes into making a sweater and why I wouldn't do it for just anybody. So that is it for whips today, and I'm going to leave you. Oh, I've got a new start that I'm getting ready to start. My cat is sitting on it. So this is my start that I'm going to start this month. It's Primrose Cottage Stitches and Autumn House. So that's part of my plan for this month. I also, we're doing an exchange in October. We're actually doing 2 exchanges in my stitching group, one for fall and one for Halloween, because not everybody is really into Halloween. So I'm going to be working on those projects as well, but I can't show them because they're secret. I'll have to show them after I give them away. So I'm going to leave you today. I've got about 5 more minutes worth of footage, I believe, with my little baby Toby. He's quite the little fella. Like I said, he's just cute as can be and very energetic. I can't wait for him to have a little friend to play with. Monica is due any day now, so hopefully the next video I will have another cria to show you. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and enjoy the footage of Toby. Hi, little guy. How are you? Where's Mama? So Kenai had her cria today. It's a boy. He's checking everything out. There's Mama saying, "Get back over here, little man." Mama went to eat and he decided to run back out into the pasture. Oh, she's gonna give him a little snack before they head back in. Toby, you better follow Mama. Hey, little guy. You are not the least bit shy, are you? So curious. Hi. Want to say hi to Jackie? So Miss Monica is the only one who's pregnant now. And she's at 336 days. I'm guessing she's going to have her cria between 350 and 360 days. I'm going to insert a clip here next of her cria moving the other night. I was hoping to get some more footage of it tonight, but let's be relaxing. Yep, I'm not seeing anything, and it's just every now and then you can see a little knee or elbow poke out. She doesn't like it when I touch her belly. Sorry, Mon. She let me do it the other night, or about a week ago, when I was hosing her down. And that was the first time I actually saw her baby move. See the little one moving? I see your baby. So right now Toby's hanging out with his mama and his three sisters. Phoebe and Nestle are both half sisters, and then Hershey is his full sister. Hi Hershey, hi Nestle, hi Phoebe. Oh, there they go. And then there's Auntie Blackberry. So Toby and Hershey, Toby and Hershey obviously have the same mom and dad, and then Nestle and Phoebe have the same dad as Toby, and their mom is Lady Isabel, who is just poking her head up right now. He's being kind of a pest. He's starting to get on the lady's nerves. He really needs a friend his own age to play with. So hopefully Monica's baby doesn't wait too long. A couple weeks probably be good, but not much longer than that. And hopefully by the time it's born, he doesn't think he's too big to play with a little baby. I can't wait to have two little crias running around again. Toby's got the zoomies. Hi, Toby. Come here, Tobes. Come here, baby. Come on, let's see some more.